Eddie Richter survived the demon's attack, but Camp Redfeather is far from safe. In Part 4 of Summer of the Demon, the cursed 00 jersey reveals new secrets, and one deadly scrimmage could decide who survives the demon's final play.
What's that? You want to be scared? Come with me. You will experience tales of horror, ghosts, and death. It is not recommended for the weak at heart. Listen in the dark. It's more fun that way. This is Weekly Spooky.
Hello, my spookies. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for a little spooky in your weekly. I'm your host and narrator, Enrique Couto, and tonight, we're bringing you part 4 of our summer mini-series, and things are getting messier than ever. So make sure you listen to the prior 3 parts, and don't worry, we give you a little refresher at the beginning. But before we get to that, I want to say thank you all so much for joining us here tonight. Weekly Spooky is for those oddballs and weirdos who believe Halloween is a frame of mind more than it is a section of the calendar. You guys are listening in the dead of summer because you know spooky season is alive and well in our hearts, and I am proud to provide. So thank you very much, and if you want to give us a little support in a very direct way without costing any money, just head to your favorite podcast app like Apple Podcasts or Spotify and leave us a 5-star rating. I'm not kidding, guys. It makes a huge difference because other spookies like us, well, when they stumble across the show and see all these positive reviews, they know they're in the right place. So please head to your favorite podcast app and drop that 5-star rating. And while you're at it, if you know any other spookies, send them a show, get them involved, and grow the machine. But now, as for tonight, Eddie Richter should be finished. The demon hurt him badly, left him broken, and proved once again that Camp Redfeather is not just a football camp anymore. It's a battlefield. But Eddie is still breathing, and sometimes that's all a hero needs. Now, with the cursed jersey still spreading terror, Eddie begins to understand something important. The demon is powerful and cruel, but he may have a weakness in the waiting. Last time on Summer of the Demon, Eddie Richter and Jessica Branlake team up to learn about Greg's past and see if he indeed returned from the grave as the demon. Along with Chase Randall, they go to Strickfield to find Katie Klein, Greg's ex-girlfriend. Another of Greg's journals is found at Katie's house. Inside is a final entry, written by Katie herself. Almost a week later, a scrimmage takes place at Camp Redfeather. The demon returns to attack the players. After killing one of them, he turns his attention to Jessica. Eddie sacrifices himself to save her. Will the demon finally get revenge on Eddie? Find out as Summer of the Demon, Part 4 by Rob Fields starts right now. Inside the equipment room. "What are you waiting for, you bastard?" I yell up at the demon when he stops crushing my head with his foot. He sneers down at me. "I told you, you die when I want you to." Out of nowhere, the demon's being tackled by a bunch of football players. "What the? You guys again? Get off me! I scream when I'm being lifted to a sitting position. Are you okay, Eddie? I hear Jessica yell. Then she slaps my now bad shoulder, making me scream again. And then I finally pass out. Later. It seems like only a few seconds have gone by when my eyes open and I see I'm in bed. The bigger picture is I'm in a hospital room. Hey, you, I hear somebody say. Jessica Branlake's here with me. What happened? I ask. How did I get here? Jessica explains everything. The guys kept the demon down long enough for her to lift me up in a fireman's carry on her shoulders and get me here to Ridgeway Heights Hospital. I realize I'm wearing a sling. Sorry I'm such a wuss, I groan. She looks sad now. Yeah, I'm awful sorry I hurt you. I didn't know about your shoulder. She takes my good hand. And it wasn't a wuss who saved me back at the camp when the demon had me cornered. She gives me that devilish smile. You're my hero, little guy. She comes in and kisses me again. It ain't long before we're rudely interrupted. At least you're finally awake, the doctor says. I'll be back, Jessica tells me and leaves. I look at the doc. Just give it to me straight. He nods and says my shoulder's back in place and it'll be okay. I'll keep you here for observation at least tonight. As for bad news, you'll be missing football practices for a while. You might even miss the first few games of your regular season. But who knows? Maybe you'll play sooner if you heal up okay and respond well to physical therapy. After we finish talking, the doctor leaves and Jessica comes back in. She says my parents were here but couldn't stay. They're coming back in the morning. I just called your mom and told her you're awake. She gave me her cell number earlier. Then I sit up fast. Bad move. After clenching my teeth from the pain in my shoulder, I ask her, Are the others okay? They're fine, she promises. That Charlie Thoss guy said the demon threw everybody off and escaped. He didn't kill anybody this time. I groan. But what about next time? You know he'll be back. She shakes her head. If he wants to get to you, he's got to go through me first. I give her a weird look. Ain't the man supposed to protect his woman? Jessica laughs. Oh, you just stop. We're in this together. She sits down beside me. I don't want her here, in case the demon shows up. At the same time, I don't want her to go. I don't want anything to happen to Jessica, but I can't do much of anything against the demon, and not just because I'm in a hospital bed. People call me Pee-wee for a reason. The next day. I didn't want to go home because my teammates risked their asses for me so many times. They didn't have to, but they keep reminding me we're a team. That just made it hurt more, remembering when I tried to run out on them. I couldn't run out on Jessica. There's growing feelings between me and her in this short time we've known each other. We've both saved each other's lives. Then there's us working together to try and solve this thing with the demon. I know he'll never stop coming for me, so it's either him or me now. Long story short, my parents let me return to Camp Redfeather as long as I didn't get involved with practice physically. I'll still be at practices, but as Coach Mercer's temporary assistant. Once I'm cleared to return to practice, then I'm getting back in the game. Now it's my first day as temporary assistant coach, It's been windy for much of the day, probably going to be a storm blowing in later on. As Coach calls for the guys to work on another play, the wind picks up more. When Jason Norman calls for the snap, the wind gets much worse. Now clouds move across the sky real fast, and suddenly, everything is as dark as night. What the hell? I cry out when I'm suddenly right in the middle of a football game. I have my helmet and uniform on, and no, I'm back at Strickfield Academy. People are in the stands on both sides. The lights and scoreboard are shining bright. I don't even bother checking the score and look downfield to see Greg Brandlake at the other end as the demon. There's nowhere for you to run, Pee Wee Richter. This is a special round. It's just you and me now. He throws the football to me, and I easily catch it. You get one shot, little man. You just have to put that ball in the end zone. Do that, you live. You don't. Those glowing red eyes still give me the heebie-jeebies. The demon's waiting. I gulp and know I can't run to the turnstiles. Where I am, there ain't any. In fact, there's no way to leave this stadium. I have to go through Greg. Time to suck it up and show the demon I can still beat him. I'm Pee Wee Richter. I remember hearing one of our cheerleaders, Bella Tabon, say I was one fast little fucker. Time to make good on her compliment. With every bit of determination I can muster up, I run right at Greg. That's it. Come to me, little man. As I get closer and closer to the demon, I finally get it. Brandlake is just like me without that 00 jersey. He got that from Tinker's store. Without it. Just without the jersey. When I reach Greg, I make like a baseball player and slide through his legs. Then I spring back up and bolt for the end zone. It won't be that easy. I'm the demon. This is my football field. You ain't beating me ever again. As I'm almost to the end zone, it seems to just move farther away from me. All of a sudden, I'm being lifted off the AstroTurf and slammed back down to it, hard. Go ahead and kill me, Greg, I yell, not afraid of him anymore. We both know you ain't nothing without that jersey. Nothing. Greg screams and brings a clawed hand up. Even through all this, I still ain't afraid of him. Then, the hand comes down, fast. I sit up and see I'm in the cabin Jessica and I sneak off to so we can sleep together. Eddie? Jessica sits up fast. You okay? I'm so glad to see Jessica that I grab her and hold her close. She squeezes me back. I know how to beat him, I tell her. The demon? She asks. Yeah. Why didn't we think of it sooner? We come apart and she takes my hands in hers. I'm all ears. Without that 00 jersey, the demon's just a person, real flesh and blood. I point outside. You said the guys managed to pile on top of him, right? If they can do it again, they can pull that jersey off him and make him human. Then we'll know who he really is. Jessica's eyes are wide open now. Jesus, you're right. It was really that simple all along. She gets out of bed. Come on, we gotta tell the others right now. I give her a sheepish look. You maybe want to get dressed first? Now she's got the sheepish look. Oopsies! After we get dressed, we go wake everybody up to share my discovery. Jessica and I have been trying to look for things that don't sit well. We've been at our respective practices. Jessica hasn't seen anything out of the ordinary at the cheerleader camp. When it comes to the football side of things, there's been some dissension. The demon's been on a dry spell and hasn't been showing up lately. We've been having nightly events and even gone swimming some afternoons. Prime times for the demon to show up and kill more of us. For the record, I'm not in so much pain now. Well, maybe a little after some of my physical therapy sessions. Coach Mercer's been trying to get my backup trained, but he ain't following plays very well. He's fast, but nowhere near as fast as me. The other guys give him a hard time over it, but that's not the dissension I'm talking about here. People have noticed Mark Schumer's been missing practices. When Charlie Thoss joked about him being with some girl, Mark quickly got in his face. Now, Charlie likes messing with people, but he didn't strike raw nerves, not on purpose. Today, Mark acted like he did. It looks like the two of them are going to fight. Big as Mark is, I ain't sure he could take Charlie. But Charlie's hoppin' mad and demanding to know why Mark is missing practices. He even reminds Mark about how he was always on my case when I would be late. Mark says it's none of Charlie's damn business. Coach Mercer appears and says it's his damn business for sure. And right out of the blue, Alexis Benson, an alternate cheerleader who got promoted to the starting lineup, makes her way over and greets everybody. She goes straight to Mark. "Hey, baby, sorry if I'm making you late for practices." Boy, do jaws ever drop and fast. If Mark and Alexis are seeing each other, they weren't kissing and telling. Until now. If that is the case, Mark's right about it being none of our damn business. Then again, Jessica and I don't exactly kiss and tell either, but nobody's fooling Charlie. He's been calling me out on my shit-eating grin, and the girls can see Alexis is on cloud 9 by the way she blushes. Then she gets ballsy, no pun intended, when she's in front of Mark and grabbing him down there. Better quit letting these keep dragging you to practice late. Then she lets him kiss her. Coach Mercer's had enough. "All right, Alexis, back over to your side. We still gotta practice for tonight's scrimmage. You can see Mark later when you're cheerleading on the sidelines." She lets Mark go. When she turns around, he gently slaps her on the rear, making her grin sheepishly and laugh a little. Then she turns her attention back to the other cheerleaders and jogs over their way. The other guys apologize to Mark, and he just gives them all looks that could kill, making me remember something he likes to say to us on occasion. "I ain't here to make friends." Coach Mercer's losing patience and yells for everybody to fall in line. I hate not being able to be out there with the guys. I really want to be there on opening game day against Ole Miss. Honestly, if it wasn't for Jessica being in my life, I really think I'd be miserable to where I'd probably be crying. Hey, even us little guys got feelings too, you know. 1 week later, we're at our next scrimmage on a Friday night. Coach Mercer decided to make things interesting. He's coaching one side and put me in charge of coaching the other. I may not be the coach Coach Mercer is, but my team's been keeping up with them, score-wise. The cheerleaders are doing their thing and riling up the people watching the game. When Jessica sees me, she either blows me kisses or does an extra move or two to get my attention. Chase Randall has been doing a few naughty things too to entice us. I'm not going to say what, but I think Coach Mercer would probably have a heart attack. He does finally catch her when she pulls up her uniform top and gets the guys whooping and hollering. "Get off the field, Chase!" he yells, pointing right at her. "Right now! You are done here!" Chase covers herself back up and is still all smiles when she trots off the field and out of sight. When the coach yells, everybody's getting their minds back in the game, and fast. It ain't till the third quarter when the demon finally returns. It's been nearly 3 weeks, but he's back. There's no mistaking those glowing eyes and that 00 on both sides of the jersey, not to mention the name Demon on the back. Honestly, I've been wondering if anybody in our group might be the demon, but now I see everybody's here. Even Mark Schumer's on the field. Heck, he's on my team. When I don't see Coach Mercer around, I start suspecting maybe it's him. But that idea is shot down when he appears and yells for everybody to get off the field. The cheerleaders have already scattered. The demon slowly approaches us. "Another scrimmage? And once again, you didn't invite me to show you wimps how it's done." Then he sees me. "I wish I hadn't ever put you out of action. Don't matter though, you're still gonna be last. You get to watch me kill again. Tonight." "Son of a bitch!" Mark Schumer yells and sprints out after the demon. "Mark! No!" I yell out. Charlie Thoss and some of the other guys run out after him. The demon turns and waits for everybody. He grabs Mark and drives a knee up into his gut. Mark's on his back and groaning. The demon stands against the others and knocks them all away. When Big Charlie Thoss reaches the demon again, the two of them have another skirmish. "Give me a break," the demon groans and throws Charlie aside with one hand. Then he grabs hold of Mark. "Time to show you ain't so tough. I think I'll take you back to hell with me." "No!" Mark yells. "Oh, Christ! No! No! Let me go! Shit!" The others try again to save him. Call me stubborn, but I drop my clipboard and run right after the demon. I don't care if my shoulder's bad or not. Pee-wee. It ain't time yet," the demon teases. He shows a new play by lowering himself to one knee and actually ripping a big chunk of the ground out near the woods. Then he throws it my way. I hit the deck fast and let that big dirt ball fly right over me. When I get back up, the demon's leaving the field and going back into the woods again, taking Mark with him. I try running after them, but my shoulder starts flaring up bad, stopping me dead in my tracks. Then I feel Jessica's right there. "You okay?" she asks. She's looking me over. "You look okay." Shoulders still hurt some, but I'll be okay. Next thing we know, Chase Randall is running to us. Did the demon really take Mark in the woods? We can't let that monster have him. "Ha ha! Too late for that!" That scary demonic voice calls out. We all turn to see. The demon is back. "You know what? Taking Mark to hell ain't enough. I want to take all of you back to hell, and you get to watch it all happen, Pee-wee Richter." The rest of the guys huddle up. Seriously, no matter how many times the demon beats them all back, the guys just won't give up. I quickly move to them and slip into their huddle. Remember, you guys, you have to get the demon down and get that jersey off him. That's the only way to stop him. He's right, guys, Charlie says. You coming out there with us, Pee-wee? I almost say no, but we're a team, injured or not. I ain't running out on anybody, ever again. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know that I can do much with my injured shoulder, but I'm with you. Charlie's got a better idea. No way! It's you he wants, right? Why don't you go to the cheerleaders and make sure they get out of here safe? At least this way you ain't gotta... Forget it, Charlie, I interrupt. The demon's never gonna stop coming after me. Your heart's in the right place, big guy, but this has to end between me and the demon. He slaps my good shoulder. Then we gotta beat the demon, or we sure as shit ain't beating old Miss. He looks to the others. All right, you guys, you heard Pee-wee. Let's take that jersey off him. When the others agree, Charlie leaves the group and comes back with a Serpents jersey for me. If you're coming with us, suit up. We're a team, little buddy. Jessica's looking at me, both pissed off and concerned. I give her a look saying, I don't blame her. Charlie points out at the demon. Okay, motherfucker, we're playing for keeps. The demon sneers. Bring it! Charlie slaps Jason Norman's arm. Call it! After we get in formation, our quarterback does just that. Hut! We all run right at the demon. He flexes his supernatural muscles as he waits for us. When we all reach him, he beats us back. We keep getting up and running right after him, some of us screaming. Then I do what I did when I saved Jessica and climb up the demon's back one more time. Before I can wrap myself around his head again, he grabs me. Aw, no you don't. He throws me to the ground, right on my bad shoulder. I scream out from the sharp pain and suck it up to crawl over to one of the demon's legs and wrap myself around his ankle like a toddler. What the? Get off me, you little bastard! The demon roars, trying to shake me. Get off! I keep holding on tight. Just as he's about to grab me, the others are all over him again. Then Big Charlie Thoss crashes right smack into him. With all those guys holding on and me anchored around his ankle, the demon staggers and falls to the AstroTurf. Then the demon rises up, with lots of football players piled on his shoulders. He tries to walk, but I'm still wrapped around his ankle, good and tight. He staggers and falls on his ass again. Help me, you guys! Charlie yells. Get his arms up! When they do, Charlie goes right for that 00 jersey and somehow gets it off him in one single movement. No! Give that back! The demon yells, finally flinging everybody away. Run, Charlie! I yell. The demon still can't shake me off when he tries running after Charlie, but I'm thinking my plan worked when I feel the demon's muscular calf getting smaller. I'll kill every single goddamn one of you, the demon yells, sounding like he's losing his power. This time the other players easily tackle him down. Then I finally let go. When the rest of us get off him, we finally see who the demon really is. Jessica Brandlake's right there, just as eager as the rest of us. Now she looks both pissed off and disappointed at the same time. Mark Schumer? She yells. Are you seriously fucking kidding me right now? The rest of us ain't believing it either. Charlie points to the woods. We saw you get carried off by that thing. Mark's got a shit-eating grin now, and not a good one. Guess you don't quite know everything, huh? But why? Jason Norman demands. What the hell's your problem? Mark immediately points right at me. 'Cause of this little shit right here. I don't care how fast you are on the field, wimp. I was always a much better player than you, any day of the week. I was always the player who took all the chances. I was always the one who did what had to be done to win games, even if I had to hurt somebody to do it. And it was always me taking a back seat to some little wimp like you, just 'cause you can run. You're a little wimp, Richter. A wimp. He gestures to himself with his thumb. Why shouldn't I have the Demon's jersey? I'm not afraid to take what I want, wimp. I shake my head slowly. No, something ain't right here. If you were the Demon, then how were you able to be on the field with him at the same time? Like I said, Charlie grumbles. We all saw you two together. Mark laughs. Like I'm gonna tell you fucktards how the jersey works. You think you got it all figured out, don't you? But what matters is, I know, you don't, and I ain't saying nothing. Coach Mercer approaches us. We'll lock this prick in one of the cabins and keep him under guard until the cops get here. And you'll tell them what, you wrinkled old dick? Mark jeers. The police ain't gonna arrest me for no ghost stories. You're gonna have to prove everything. Face it, Coach. You ain't got shit on me. You know it, and I know it. Charlie has the jersey. Well, what I know for sure is, you ain't getting this thing back. Jason points to him. You just hold on to that thing, good and tight, big guy. Charlie's surprised when Jessica takes the jersey from him. Wow, I can literally feel the power coming out of this thing. Then she raises it up, fully extended. So much power. No wonder Greg wanted it so bad. And now, it's in my hands. Now I'm wondering if I may have seriously misjudged Jessica. Oh no! Stop her! Guys! Don't let her put that on! Well, my spookies, next week Summer of the Demon reaches its terrifying conclusion. The Cursed 00 jersey has one more game to play, and Camp Redfeather is about to learn the truth behind the demon once and for all. And believe me, the final chapter pushes everything into full-blown hell. A shocking betrayal is revealed, the jersey's darkest power unleashed, and Eddie and the Serpents are forced into one last winner-takes-all football game, where the scoreboard means survival, and losing means being dragged straight to hell. So be here next week for Summer of the Demon Part 5, because the final whistle is coming, and the demon wants revenge. So make sure you're subscribed. And I want to say a special thank you to everybody who's headed to WeeklySpooky.com/join, where for as little as $1 a month, you get 2 bonus episodes every month and over 5 years of creepypastas and exclusive audiobooks. It's the best way to support the show, and I want to say an extra special thank you to our Patreon podcast boosters, folks who go to WeeklySpooky.com/join and pay a little bit more to hear their names at the end of the show. And they are Johnny Nix, Kate and Lulu, Jessica Fuller, Mike Eschewy, Jenny Green, Amber Hansford, Karen Wiemet, Jack Kerr, and Craig Cohen. Thank you all so much, and if you want to hear your name at the end of every episode of Weekly Spooky, just head to WeeklySpooky.com/join and sign up at the $15 a month or higher mark. I really do appreciate the support, but now it's time for me to get back to work because there's something creepy on Thursday Thrills tomorrow. So, For my executive producers Rob Fields and Bobbletopia.com, my producer Dan Wilder, and of course, my creepy composer Ray Mattis, I'll be talking to you very soon. And until then, mind the demon. He's just trying to make it to the end zone. I hope.
Thank you for listening. Make sure to find your way back next week. But for now, you are safe. Trust me.